Hello, this is Master Joe Ching with you. Okay, today I would actually like to share with you this latest 八字 series that I've just created, known as 八字 for Noob. Noob being novices or newbies. Okay, so and the objective here is basically to cater to educate people that have little or in fact zero knowledge about what 八字 is all about. Alright, so I want to create more videos to share with you all the very basic fundamentals for newbies like yourself. Or in fact, if you have some knowledge, you can also watch this video to give you further insights. Alright, so people who wish to take on 八字 courses in future, I would think this video is helpful for you to basically let you learn about what are the language of 八字, the fundamentals, basics of 八字, and reinforce those knowledge in you. Alright, so I have therefore decided, okay, to launch a few videos for people like yourself. Alright, so for today, the topic number one that I want to begin with is, of course, knowing the ABC of 八字. ABC of 八字meaning the language that 八字 talks about. Just like when you want to study English, you have to learn ABC. So you want to study Chinese metaphysics, you want to study feng shui, you want to study 八字, there are also certain characters and words and languages that you have to learn. Okay, so without further ado, I want to introduce to you the first thing called the 10 heavenly stamps. Okay, Chinese we call it the 天干. So you see, what happened is that in the ancient Chinese time or in Chinese society, all right, we don't use like in a school setting, for example, we don't say that, hey, in the Chinese society, we don't say that you go to A class, B class, but rather we use this language known as 甲乙丙丁. Okay, to say that 甲 being the top class because it's number one in the positions of the 10 stamps. E is like the B class. Bing is the C class. Okay? So now I want to teach you how to pronounce. First thing first, in Chinese. Alright? So this is 甲, followed by E. Then we have Bing, Ding, Wu, Ji, Geng, Xin, Ren, Kui. So this is how I pronounce it. You can start to memorize them. Basically what I did last time was, before I sleep, I chant 10 times, 20 times. I guarantee that you will get absorbed into your brain very fast. For example, if you read it fast, it's 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸, 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸. Just have to keep chanting for 10 times. Very easily you can get all this thing into your brain. So this is the sequence. 甲 being the number one and E being the number two. The last one is Kui. So basically, no more, no less, only 10 of them. In terms of yin and yang, because all the stamps also have their own gender. Alright, male, female, yin or yang. So I use a plus sign here to represent yang, and a negative or a minus sign here to represent yin. So you can see that number one position, always we begin with an odd number, yang. Then second position, even number is a yin. And we go on. Yang, yin, yang, yin, yang. Go down. Yin, yang, yin, yang, and yin. Okay, so this thing you must memorize as a 八字 student. Very importantly is this the 5 elements that they are assigned with. Like for example, we have 甲 being assigned with the wood element. Likewise for Yi, Yi is also assigned with the wood element. Followed by, we have Bing and Ding, both are fire elements. Then we have Wu and Ji, okay, both are earth element. The difference between them is just a matter of yang or yin. And we have metal, okay, two metal elements here, Keng and Xing. Two water element here, Ren and Kui, okay. Ren is yang water, Kui is yin water. Put them together, you will get this thing. So this is something that I hope you can memorize. So this is yang wood, Jia. Yin wood, Yi. Yang fire, Ping. Yin fire, Ding. Yang earth, Wu. Yin earth, Ji. Okay, so on so forth. So I also provide you with further meaning of heavenly stance, basically in terms of nature-wise, okay, what are they symbolizing? Okay, so all these can be found in basic BaZi textbook as well as in the classic. So these are actually from the classic. They will say that Jia wood is represented by tall tree. Yi wood is plant or cripple. Because this is yang, yang is more like manly, more masculine. So usually the things are bigger, taller, broader, harder, you know. Whereas for the yin aspects of the element, like yin wood, they are gentler, smaller. Next, we go to Ping. Ping is actually represented by sun. Whereas Ding, fire, is candlelight. Then we have Wu, being the boulder, being the big rock, being the mountain. Whereas Ji is the small little field or paddy field, okay, or land, you know. Then we have Geng. Geng is sword. Geng can be also a metal ore that buried in the ground, okay, or very big piece of metallic item. Xing usually is represented by gems, jewels, like precious stones, precious metal, okay. Then we have Ren, which is the big sea, big ocean, big river, as vis-a-vis Kui, water, which is a smaller water, droplets of water, dew, raindrop, okay. All right, and the body part here is also, you know, always mentioned in basic BaZi textbook. So these are their association, okay. Usually, from the TCM point of view, or, you know, TCM, the traditional Chinese medicine, and BaZi, they all belong to the umbrella of 5 arts. So they are actually cousin. So put it this way, if you believe in seeking TCM treatment, or if you believe in traditional Chinese medicine, you should also be believing in Feng Shui and BaZi, since they all, you know, come from the same umbrella of the Wu Su 5 arts. Okay, so usually wood element represents liver, gallbladder, or even limbs. And fire usually talks about your eyes, your cardiovascular, your blood circulation. And earth usually talks about spleen, stomach, digestion, because they are in the middle, okay. And in terms of direction, let me just go back to wood again. So wood is usually representing the east direction, because in Feng Shui Luo Pan, like for example Jia and Yi, they are all resided in the east sector, okay. So Jia and Yi also means east. Bingting is south. Wu Ji, they are in the middle, so they also represent middle part of body. Geng Xing represent the west. Okay, so usually Geng and Xing in terms of health talks about respiratory issue, asthma, skin, eczema, okay, lung, intestine as well. Ren Kui is all your so-called fluid in the body, your kidney, your bladder, all this kind of thing. And Ren Kui being water elements, because water usually flow downwards, so it represents the north. This is opposite to your Google Earth. Huh? So when we go into feng shui, the conventional way of presenting the feng shui direction is opposite from your Google Earth. Okay, we usually have south on top, north below, and we have east and then the west. Okay, so let's move on. Let me introduce to you the 12 earthly branches. And all these stems and branches were supposed to be invented during Yellow Emperor time, according to some online sources. And their main objective was to measure time. Okay. Otherwise, in the ancient time, how do you know that today belongs to which day? And how do you know that we need to take a lunch break, take a dinner break, what time to sleep, So we rely heavily on stems and branches. And stems and branches can also tell us direction. So let me go into the 12 earthly branches. How do we pronounce them? Number 1 is here, 子, followed by 丑, yin, 卯, 辰, 巳, come here, 午, 未, 申, 酉, 戌, 亥. So I go a bit faster. 子, 丑, yin, 卯, 辰, 巳, 午, 未, 申, 酉, 戌, 亥. So you can go back and practice. In terms of position and their ranking, 子 is number 1, 丑 is number 2, yin is number 3, so on and so forth. And of course, hai being the last one, number 12. In terms of yin and yang, of course, we go by their so-called odd and even position. We always begin with yang, and yin, and yang, and yin, and yang, and yin. Okay, so this is their gender. So each of every stems or branch, they all have their own yin and yang gender. This is very important because again, as mentioned, BaZi looks at the interplay, the interaction between or among the 5 elements to basically do prediction, to do analysis. So we have to know this, and you have to memorize by heart. Like, for example, 子 is water. Okay, it's a fixed rule. It's known as a yang water because this position is a yang position. Then you have the 丑 is earth, yin is wood, 卯 is wood, earth. Okay, 辰 is earth, 巳 fire, 午 fire, 未 is earth, 申 metal, 酉 metal,戌is earth, 亥 is water. In case, okay, some of you find it a bit difficult in terms of identifying them or calling out their technical names like 子, 丑, yin, 卯, 辰, it can be represented with zodiac. Label each branch with a zodiac sign. That has been also done since thousands of years ago. And today, this is actually something that we often look at also, our own zodiac sign. And it actually comes from here. So if one day you become a BaZi practitioner, you should try to use the more technical way of shouting out their name, like call it 子 instead of using rats, ox. But for beginner, it's perfectly alright. Okay, if it can help you to associate better, to help you to memorize things better. So, 子 is rats, 丑 is ox, yin is tiger, 卯 is rabbit, 辰 is dragon, 巳 is snake, 午 is horse, 未 is goat, 申 monkey, 酉 rooster, 戌 is dog, 亥 is pig. Okay, now let's rearrange the earthly branches into this way. Okay, from this way, do this way. Okay, 寅卯辰巳午未申酉戌亥子丑. Probably by presenting in this manner will help you to see things and memorize things even better. Okay, so among all the 12 earthly branches, you can see that there are always 2 wood. It's just a matter of yang or yin, 2 fire, 2 metal, 2 water, and they are all together 4 earth elements inside the 12 earthly branches. 辰 Wei, Xi, Chou. Okay? Animal, animal sign is dragon, goat, dog, and ox. And you can see that the earth element actually acts like a transition, acts like a comma or a full stop for every season. Okay, let me show you this. You can present them in this manner to tie in together with your Gregorian calendar. Like Yin Mao Chen is actually February, March, April, but please bear in mind they don't start on the 1st February. In fact, in one of the next so-called BaZi for Noob videos, I'm going to present to you the calendar system used by Feng Shui and BaZi practitioner. Okay, so please note that we BaZi practitioner or Feng Shui practitioner, we don't start our year or the month using 1st. It's unlike the Gregorian calendar. Okay, so bear in mind. Normally we start at 4 February. Okay, the transition point as you go further down the months will start the month usually on the 7th or the 8th of the month. We'll come to that next time. So just follow me. Okay, so in terms of presentation, you always see that there's a wood followed by a earth. And February, March, April, we call it the spring. And spring is governed by wood qi or wood energy. Next we have summer season, which is Si Wu Wei. Because Si and Wu are all fire elements, we have fire, fire, earth again. You see, wood, wood, earth, fire, fire, earth. And Si usually rules the month of May, spill over to the first week of June, okay, in terms of the calendar system. But you just need to know this, at this juncture, you just need to know that Si Wu Wei represents summer season. And summer season is strongly governed by fire energy. Next, we have Shen You Xu, which is autumn season, August, September, October. And it is ruled by the metal energy. Okay, then the last season is winter, is Hai Zi Chou, ruled by water qi or water energy. Of course, you can then add your own animal sign label here if you wish to help you to memorize easily. Like this is tiger. This is actually, instead of calling it Mao, I call this rabbit. And this is dragon. Recap, this is Si is snake, Wu is horse, and this is goat. This is monkey, this is You is rooster, followed by the dog. Then we have the pig, the rat, and the ox. So recap again. We have how many wood element? 2. Wood, wood, then earth. That's how the entire seasons end with a wood, with a earth element. Okay, then we have fire, fire, earth, metal, metal, earth, water, water, earth. All right. So I also want to show you the attributes of the earthly branches. So I summarize in this table for you. Hope to help you to remember things easier. Okay, and also the associated body parts, which we will discuss usually all this in the more advanced level about BaZi for health. The next thing is, you see, we are now discussing the stems and the branch in isolation. But don't forget, BaZi is also otherwise known as the 4 pillar of destiny. So, what does the 4 pillar of destiny mean? And what does each pillar comprise? So, actually, pillar means it is a pairing up of one stem with one branch. And I'm going to demonstrate to you right here. First, let's look at 5 of the stem first. The first 5 of the heavenly stems. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 in terms of their sequence. 甲乙丙丁戊. And I bring in the first 5 branches like this. 子丑寅卯辰. And this is how you pair up. How you pair up is, of course, the first one go with the first one. Or rather, we should say that the yang stem must always go with the yang branch. Yin stem must always go with the yin branch. That means the plus sign and the plus must come together, the polarity. The negative or the minus sign and the minus sign must be together. You cannot have a pillar that is known as 甲丑. No such thing as 甲丑. Or there's no such pillar known as 乙寅. That means 乙 wood and tiger branch. No such pillar. Understand? So let's continue. 己庚辛壬癸. And then we have the next 5 earthly branches. So you just pair them up like this. Okay, but what happened is that we have, you see, we have 10 stems, but we got 12 branches. So definitely there will be 2 branches that are not being properly paired up, right? Which is, in this case, highlighted in red, she and hai. So what happened? Who is going to pair with them? The answer is you recycle the 10 stems again. In this case, 甲乙 will come back. So you have 甲戌 as a pillar, 乙亥 as a pillar, and the rest just flow. The rest just flow. 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸. Then this one you just put 戌亥, then followed by 子 again. You repeat the cycle. 子丑寅卯辰巳午未, like this. And of course, 癸 being the last stem, then what happened? Then you repeat the stem cycle. Start with 甲 and乙again. And of course, after 午未, then you have 申 and酉. So you keep them going. Keep them going. Okay, repeat the cycle. So ended up, you will have this thing called the 60 甲子, which is frequently being called, or the 60 pillars. First pillar being 甲子, second 乙丑, 丙寅, 丁卯, 戊己. Okay, so this is what we have just done, until 癸酉. Then we come down to the second or the 11th pillar. The 11th pillar is 甲戌, then 乙亥, 丙子, 丁丑. So it just keep on going until the last pillar is 癸亥. So the most recent beginning of the 甲子, the number 1, occurs on 1984. Meaning if you are born 1984, okay, your pillar of that year is known as 甲子, and you belong to the zodiac sign of rats. Okay, so where are we this year? 2019. So you have to check. For us practitioner, after a while, you will be able to memorize all these things quite well. So in fact, 2019 is 己亥, this one. This year is Earth on top and the Hai is peak below. So this year is we call it generally as an Earth peak year. Alright? Next year will be a metal Keng followed by a rat. So next year is a metal rat year. Then followed by 2021 is a Xing Chou year. It's a metal ox year. So it keeps on going. Okay, flow this way. So when you hit the last one, you will go back to reset the entire 60 pillar cycle. Okay, so hope you got a good understanding of this so-called basic functions of so-called the stems and the branches and how they are being paired up. Of course, if you got any question, you can feel free to write down your comment in the comment box in this YouTube video, or you can feel free to, of course, email us on any questions you have. Okay. So before you go, I just want to share with you some of the online courses that we have under the website fengshuisuperstar.com. You can now enroll yourself online to learn more about this rarely taught crown jewel segment of BaZi study. And this is easy to learn, it's not difficult. Okay, but for of course a noob or a novice like you, you probably need a bit more knowledge, which on the subsequent video I'm going to share with you some more fundamentals. Alright, else if you're already so-called a BaZi enthusiast and you wish to find out this thing called the golden verse, that means, for example, just one sentence itself, you can use it to diagnose immediately, okay, a BaZi. It is actually rarely taught in the market. So right now we have actually launched a series of 6 videos on this thing. And of course, you have to pay for it before the price go up next year. Currently it's selling at USD $88. If you are from Singapore or you wish to fly into Singapore to do a physical class with me, okay, our school, we do have a level 1 BaZi semi-pro, 2 days. Novices are welcome. Level 2, we have a BaZi master prac, which we go down to very detailed level of analyzing, even going down to predicting monthly event. So this is 3 days, and we have special program like BaZi Ladies Life, 2 days. You can make inquiry if you wish to. Visit us at masterfengshui.com or email us for any questions you have on our courses or services. Alright, or come and look for me at my Facebook fan page, Master Joe Ching. Okay, with this, I thank you very much for watching.